Hello there. Catherine here. It is now Monday, and this is going to be from now on. Some Mondays I will come and say hello and show what I have been working on. Hey there, Kansas. Yeah, I promised Monday at this time. I think I'll take a couple hours and chat with you girls, and of course show you what I'm actually doing here. And as you can see, Kansas, long time ago, I made this out of it's a scrap buster quilt. Hope you can see it. And you know what? I made it so big, so big, so big that I simply can't, unless of course I ship it for a long arm quilter. I can't quilt it on machine, so I decided I wanted to hand quilt it. And as you can see, I am started here. It is pretty queen size here. So, and the question is, how do you actually quilt a size like that? That's the art of hand quilting. Oh yes, it's a king size bed. I mean, it's really big. It was like, oh my goodness, I was just making all these and I said, wow, I want it to look like this. And I sort of made the squares. They are actually 20 centimeters each. So that means when I take off, so every square is 19 centimeters big. And I can tell you, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares in that direction. And I got 18 squares in that direction. And every one is 19 centimeters. So 18 per, it's yep. So you know what? I sort of told myself to sort of have a chance to get this finished, Kansas. I have doomed myself to take one square minimum each day. Each day before I go to bed. Yeah, I actually had got some done right now here. As you can see, it is like this. It has this here. This is the center part where there's a frame with all these small leaves. Then there's a center part here with these squares. I have now been doing here. Yes, you can actually see it here. I have done here. And I haven't done that one. You can actually see, I don't know if you can actually see the difference. Yeah, you can see the difference where I have done it. So what I'm actually doing is taking it, you can see it. So what I am going to do now is to take that one, and I decided I wanted to quilt around each one of these little leaves here, first in a square, then inside all the leaves here. Then I simply, some of the wider one, I go twice down here in the center. And so I have about half an inch between the quilt. What I'm doing is I chose this very strong. Um, it's actually a kind of, it's not orange. I can see it's looking very orange here, but it is actually dark cerise pink, and it is a very strong um, yarn. It is polyester. It's the brand Aman. Um, there is five, 5,000 meters in this one because it is a huge quilt. And I was actually thinking, because I don't want to start with one color, because you can actually see it when you are hand quilting and you can see the stitches. So I wanted to make sure. So I bought two of these. Um, so it looked a little rough. I like it because it has this rustic texture to it, besides. And then I was actually thinking, you know what, I am going to give it that rustic look to it. And yes, I am going inside here. I need to get some glasses on. That means I need this one, not the prettiest one, but these are my working glasses. Yep, here we are. I can see you and you can see me. How have you been? So as you can see, I go in here. I have first of all the, I don't know if you can actually see it, I have all the green thread here. This is my very long stitching. So this is my, where I sort of put the 3 layers together. How many squares are done? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I need to try. Yeah, I'm, oh, okay, I am on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I actually 12. I managed to do 12. I was actually here. I can see I was here because I was looking for, I am trying to do around the clock. So, oh yeah, I really I had about a decent amount done right now. And I'm very happy for it. So what I'm actually doing is, and I have actually broken a couple of needles because normally when you quilt, hand quilting, you use a very slim needle. Hello, Kathleen, and good evening, and welcome. So I had to go, and because it is heavy duty, as you can see, there it is actually 2 layers of cotton. There is one, the top layer. Then I have actually quilted it between. Hello, Sherry. Welcome. With an old fleece, very heavy fleece blankets. They was not very pretty, so it instead I chose to use it as quilt batting. So that's exactly what I have done here. I hope you can actually lower you a little bit here so you can hopefully see my hands, what I'm doing. And I got my phone so I can. Yeah, it is a very happy quilt. There's so much many beautiful colors. And it was very happy to make it. I mean, it was like so much fun because the what I actually did, I decided I wanted to make a scrap quilt. I have collected all of these fabrics, has a story. This is, for example, some dresses I have made for a little girl. This was actually my great grandma's old curtains, and this is also from an old curtain. This is from an old tablecloth I made, and this is from my some old sheets I made dresses from. Yes, it's yeah. Missa? Yeah, it is a little harder to. So I told, hi Fiona, City. Hi Fiona. Fiona is very mad at Luna. Um, yeah, but this I decided this should be a very very. If it's shaking, it's because Fiona is starting to sort of head buff here. She wants to mark her territory. It's her computer, she says. So, poor Luna. I had this box of all these scraps, and I can assure you there are so many different scraps in this. This is actually from an old sunbonnet I had long time ago, and some of them are from my son's old, yeah, um, bed sheets when he was a kid. I mean, really doing. And as you can see, what I'm actually doing, I'm holding my hand like this. And now you can see, Kansas, why? Because I'm using the strings and press this against here. So I press it up like this. And to be sure I got all the layer, I really has to put some force into the needle. And the point is that I keep breaking them here. Um, and I can really, you know, peekaboo. Hello, Angel. How are you doing? I hope you girls are doing great. So it's nice to see you. It has been a while here. Yeah, it is. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. So I have also had some breaks between because there's a lot of people that live stream and sending out videos, and stuff like that. And I can compare with this. Oh, okay. You are moving. Yeah, you know what? My son just got his own apartment and he also just is making himself ready to move to a new place. So he looked very forward to. So yeah, so but I'm so happy to see you. Yeah, you have okay, that's why you haven't been seeing so much. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes, little angel, life comes first. I mean, you have to live too. I mean, life is there whether you like it or not. Um, and sometimes, life takes time, and sometimes you're busy, and sometimes you have things that has to be done. Um, and you have to do a lot of things about it. Yes, you do that. I don't go anywhere the next hour. So, yeah. So, this is very comfy because I was actually thinking, it is like in winter time, this is a very big, big, big one, but it's also very heavy. As Kansas talked about, it's very because it is a very heavy fleece blanket, and I wanted this to be made out of absolutely scraps and materials, fabric. That these are two old bed sheets. There were stains on it, coffee stains. They have been used as tablecloths, so they had so many fun stains on it. And I was like, okay, you know what? I got this one almost clear. Um, so they have some very weak coffee stains on this, but I don't mind that because it's the back side. And between there's also one that is, yeah, to make it even heavier. So it has a top layer, a fleece layer, and two back backing layer like this. So actually, I am stitching through four layers of material, and that's why it is sort of heavy, strong, but because I wanted it to be very strong and use up some things that you didn't. And I do large stitches. I know some of them are not, it is very uneven, but I don't mind that because it is a scrap blanket or a scrap quilt where you simply do like this and you have your arm like this because you can't just, crumble it together. Thank you, little angel. Yeah, it is a very, thank you. As you can see, it goes like this. So I am very pleased about it. It turned out very well, and it is going to cover because I have a very small bed. It's 90 centimeters that way, but it is also 90 centimeters raised from the floor. So I have 19,180. Um, so it is about 240 down here, 250. Um, so that means it's like this quilt can actually cover my bed and reach the floor on both sides. Oh, oh, Kathleen has tried that too, little angel. Oh, oh, yeah, it's so frustrating when you have all your craft things packed away. Yeah, so I got Chopper home today. He's inside. He's not sleeping, but I promised you girls that you are now unpacking. Oh, isn't doesn't it feel so wonderful? That one is too, so I'll go a little back here. I need to have a center part here because I don't want them to be too far away from each other. So that means I'll take one down here in the center because to hold it a little bit. Hey, crafting with Kristen. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, you were busy. Yeah, we have all our busyness. I mean, life is also here. It's like you have to consider you have families, you have lives, and I want to show you something. Look at that little girl here. See who's here? And you know what? She really loved when I come in here and I sit down. Oh, you did that. Okay. I think that's a great idea. That you have a channel like that. Okay, so okay, you changed it. Okay. Oh yeah. You know what? Sometimes, Kathleen, I have also, if you look up here, if I do like this, can you see my shelves? Can you see my bookshelves? We are actually in the bedroom. And what I am actually doing is because I really can't take all that. So he's inside the other room. Chaba, Kathleen, say hey. Hi, he say. So, but as you can see, I have been fixing my shelves and I have been protecting my books. So inside the other room, there's all my books that are getting similar color paper protection cover. So I'm wrapping all my books. Okay, it's 7 Tuesday. Yep, you see them. I always do that. I cover them up because to protect them, and I do that, and then I sort of, when I go through all my books, I sort of have the opportunity, if I find out this is not my book to read, so I'll give it a note. Oh, you in New Zealand now? Yeah, the time is here. It is 21:30 Monday evening. Yeah, New Zealand. It's so wow. So I have inside the other room more books to wrap in. I have been clearing out in here. Um, I am going to see if I can make a little tour for you, but I have made some little movies or some crafting I have done, but I have done it on my phone. And that means, when you see it on YouTube, it will come like this. So you will have that small stripe like this. Um, and I don't know how to avoid it, but that's why I'm trying to do it on my computer. So I am sitting and making some videos about how to do things. I will lower you down again so you can actually see. Yeah, I mean it's a good thing. I mean you sometimes collect a lot of things. I mean, if you consider I have for 25 almost 30 years of stuff here that I have been collecting and saving. um yeah, so but it's a good idea to do it. Oh yes, welcome back, Kansas. Ja, skal du have noget hundeguffer? I just need to spawn my little kitty here. So, yeah, sometimes you need to sort of, when you move out, to clear it out. I got these. These are on batteries, and it has a moving. You can turn it out, and you do like this. It should turn on. It doesn't do that. It should have a motion. As you can see, it doesn't work that way, but have a look at this. This is a very, very sharp light. I got them. You can actually see it is a very bright light. I got them very cheap. So, and it has a magnet here, so I can place it everywhere. And I was pretty happy for it because just in case we don't have electricity, so you can have it. Yeah, she has a kitten baby. Yeah. Oh, it is so nice to have a little baby in the house. Yeah. Oh, that sounds great, Kristen. That's a brilliant idea to do that. Oh no. Oh, I hope she'll survive. Maybe Mama got run over by a car. Oh, it was a fox. Yeah. Yeah, foxes can take Mama's kitten. So I hope she can survive, that little poor one. Oh, yeah. Nobody know what happened. Oh, so here you are, poor thing, yeah. Oh, God bless you. Bless you for, yeah, because you know what, they're also, you know, it is like a little fur baby. You have to take care of the animals too. So, and this is a very, I mean, people say, how do you actually hand quilt? It's pretty easy, but this is so heavy. I would say normally you will make some smaller stitches, but this is a very heavy duty scrap buster. It was actually some scraps I got from all the way back for my son was um 6 months old, and he is 31 now, and some of it is actually from his baby clothes, and some of them from the bed sheet, some of them are for his old socks, his jeans, and his old, every sweater this summer is a scrap from his plate shirt. He had a lot of these plate shirts made out of flannel, and as you can see here, I have something from a grandma dress. It is also some fun fabric. So there is also as you can see, shiny things. There's ribbons, gold ribbons, Christmas ribbons. I have see woman gold ribbons like this. All sort of scraps I got left. And this is actually a pure silk one from a dress. So it's I don't know if you can say, people would say it is exemplar quilt or something, but for me it is maybe memory. Don't waving quilt, and it has taken a couple of years to do it, and most of the things are, I have actually stitched this on my canvas. I made this on my hand sewing machine. So all these are actually stitched with the hand crank machine. My little Vesta, the little Vesta one, and I made most of them when I was sick. So I can remember I was very long bedridden, so I took like a bed tray like this, and I had this box of old scraps and then I simply started to quilt. Um, I started with a piece of this heavy fleece, and I sort of, you know, log cabin stitch it on the fleece. Yeah, it will last forever. And I was like, it's when you have it, it's my son is very happy for it. He says, Mom, hello, Miss Kitty. Long time. And so that means it really has some toughness to it. And I need to figure out where did I go. Right. Yeah, I got it. So, and as you can see, I have to. It is so good to see you, Miss Kitty. How are you doing? I hope you are doing good. So, yeah, it's true. I haven't been on lately. Um, but it's because people. I had some where people keep knocking down what I'm doing, and sometimes life comes, and sometimes I had a very bad time with my heart, and you know what, sometimes you can't decide on your health, and sometimes you just need to recover. um and besides that, I found out there's a lot of people that are streaming and doing crafts. Um, and so what I have done, I am on once a week, Miss Kitty. Um, and I do follow. I even watch a lot of the other videos. Um, but yeah, so thank you. I am doing a lot better, and I am doing some crafting, and I had all that, um, with the I'm scared. As you can see, I have my princess here. Um, with workers, construction workers in my apartment, and I had to clear out a lot of things. I can see my phone is buffering. Love you. Call me. Yeah, I will do that. I'll call you. You take care. I'll call you afterwards. Love you. And say hi for Kira. So, yeah, but I'm glad you're doing great, Miss Kitty. Um, Hello, Nana. Oh, thank you. Yes, I will do that. So I need to rebuff. I just need to. Hello, Nana. I just need to reboost here. It's so good to see you. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yes, for the thumbs up. As you can see, it is a big, big. Yes, it is actually, Nana. You haven't been in here. You can have a little tour. My most craft table is over there. You can actually see it. Um, where I have all my craft stuff. And what I'm doing now, as you can see on the shelf, I am actually taking all my books, and in these boxes also a collection fabric, special fabric, And in all these boxes, as you can see here, they are all sort of craft things, like little things and ribbons and stuff like that. Samples of my son's clothes. When I have a stitch, I have made this, and the quilt is actually made out of all the fabric I have collected when I have stitched whatever. I have made a piece of clothes for something or anyone. As you can see, I have Mickey Mouse. I have sort of here, as you can see, I had a leftover from Donald Duck fabric, Disney, and some other things. So I have collected, and I simply started up making these. As you can see, it is a king size, and I can't machine quilt it um, because it's a 4 layer. So as you can see, it's from Baptist as a everything. So it is really a king size, and I have made it, so it is like walking down when I'm sitting here, um, hand quilling. It's like walking down a memory lane. So every time, I see stripe, and I say, oh, that's from my grandmother's. Oh, that was from that baby thing I made for my son. This is from also a Halloween costume I made for my son. He wanted to be a snow leopard, so I bought this fabric. So, you know, yes, yeah, it's my memory lane quilt. Yes, and everything is, yeah, made with love. And so, and I told my son about it, and he said, "Mom, I am going to love that quilt." Um, yeah, I will do that. Thank you, Nana. Yeah, my memory lane quilt. Um, so whenever I am started to collect a lot of scraps. Yeah, I can do that. Um, when I'm done with it, I promise I am going to take a photo of it. Um, and or I can put it on my Facebook. Otherwise, I am going to. Oh, thank you, Nana. So, and people are talking, how do you? Because when I told I am going to hand quilt this, oh, when I start this is yeah, it's actually a 5-year project. This is year number 5. I am going to do it, and I'm not finished. I think I have at least a couple of months or more. As I told as in the beginning, there's a lot of stitching, and so it's every little piece, from the cutting to the quilting to making these and stitch them on here, because they're actually quilted. So there's a fleece under here, and I stitched it, turned it, stitched it down. So they're double stitching with my hand sewing machine. And then I simply ironed it out, and then it got 2 layers of this, so I have to sort of put it together. Um, And these sheets are also old tablecloths. Actually, there were bed sheets made for tablecloth, and so every bits and piece, and some of the backing, the quilting machine is my son's old fleece blankets. You know, these cheap ones and as bed sheets, yes, and these fleece blankets, you know, the heavy one, and when they get washed, and you know that they're going to look ugly when they're too used and ugly. I sort of cut them out in squares and quilted this square on top of it, and then I put the backing. So, and then I started to sandwich it, as you can see with the green. I started to hang it up, and then I spent about 2 months quilting the layers together. So, you know, rimp it together to hold it. First, put all the needles into it, pins, I think you call it, pin it together. And I didn't have any floor. So what I actually did, I had a wall hanger, so I hang it on the wall. I started with the backing, first backing, then the center layer, and then the top layer, and sort of, you know, tied it out and started to rimp it together. Um, so that's why. So it is. I think I am going to spend one more year um, on making this. Um, and as you can see, this is also an old bed sheet that I sort of, you know, ripped out for ribbons in like 1 inch. So it is all, you know, scrap materials, memory lane. Um, Even here, some of them on the leaves, there's some of them, there's only one off. Um, as you can see, I have started here, I have quit some of the leaves like this to see how the things are going to do. Um, that one is very special because that was from a pair of shorts my son had when he was very little, and that's actually the only piece left of that material. So that's, yes, so that's a treasure. That is a treasure. And you know, sometimes I'm sitting here just, you know, walking down memory lane and forgot to quilt, and it is very heavy um, and warm. So that is why it has Nana been and a winter, you know, a winter, a cold month project. So when you sit with it, it is very heavy. And since I had that my frozen shoulder, I couldn't do anything. But it's doing better. But it is like having the memory lane here, and it's warm. So if you get cold, you can just sit on bed. I'm sitting here on my bed and, yeah, sort of stitch my way through my memory lane. I think I'll call it that. Sometimes we need to give them a name. And you have to stretch into it. So, yeah. Have you girls been crafting lately? It is so nice to see you all. Um, and you know what? Fiona is enjoying me um, sitting here quilting this. And as you can see, it's important you sort of oh, yeah. Oh, you started a diamond painting. I need to check that out, Kristen. And you're working on your junk journal? Yeah? Oh, amazing. Lovely. Lovely. I do follow you girls. I mean, um, I am checking you out most of the time, but the days is very busy and you have a lot of things to do, and so and it is not easy to copy other people's craft, and I am not yeah, you need to do a live stream. Yeah. Oh, you better do that. That could be fun. Nana has done that. I really enjoyed to watch Nana working on these diamond paintings. Um, she has made some very beautiful one. The Lady and the Unicorn is a very beautiful one, and I enjoy the junk journals. Yes, I did. Yes. Then I loved it so much. I need to figure out where uh where I can get these. I think I get so much inspiration to try it out. Um okay, yeah. But the problem is that we can't order anything from Amazon, only from Britain. Um, especially because I live in Denmark and there's some problems. It's so expensive for me and so difficult to get from Amazon because of taxes. I can risk it. Yeah. So I am what I'm talking about. I am taking Amazon, Britain, UK. Yeah. So that's what I have been trying to see if they sort of have them in UK. Yeah, thank you, Nana. That could be great because there's so much problems these days about everything. I mean, I think it's about greediness and yeah. And there's these people, that think money is power. Money is not power. Uh, Definitely not. I hope you can see what I'm actually doing. As you can see, I go down and I sort of press the needle up, and now I can actually feel I didn't got all the way through the fabric, so I go deep down and put this like this, so I can actually feel the needle and feel that I Okay, I can feel the thread underneath because you really have to. Yeah, I mean, you really have to be very careful and keep your eyes out for it. Um, that's for sure. You can actually hear I'm scratching the needle like this to make sure I get all 4 layers. So what I actually have is 4 layers. Normally you would have 3 layers. You will have the top. Um, oh, I'm sad to hear that. Yeah, that could be fun for you to make. Yeah, everything is so, expensive. All these extra you have. Yeah, but it is easier for people living in Canada, I think. I don't know. So people might say you need, I mean, have something against this, but please, if you feel that I am doing this completely out of mind, please keep your comment for yourself. I mean, I don't want, I know that, I mean, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, please, about this. I mean, it's about all I think I admire, and I do like to say nice things to you girls crafting because you're doing a great job. But there will always be someone that feel that they are better than you, and sometimes you can actually be sad about it. And okay, I was like, okay, you know what? I quit this, but then I told myself, no, I don't want to quit because I have my faithful ones. I have I want to show. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shipping is very bad in Canada. It is not very good, Sherry. That's for sure. So yeah. So yeah, but this is actually my crafting room, Nana. I have if you look down here, you can actually see I have my bucket. Can you actually see it? Down there is my bucket with all my stripes for my baskets down there. Um, yeah, and yeah, I have yeah, I also call this the storage room, the comfort room, um, combined with bedroom. Um, yeah, um, and right now you can actually see I am reading. Oh, and Kristen says, "Do not kiss others. Get on me." Yeah, I don't have. Oh, she's trying to teach you a lesson about. What? Sometimes you do. Okay. But sometimes we really do like to have some expensive things. I mean, you can't just. I mean, tell people. Yeah, I am reading Ken Follett. Um, I don't know. I need to. A Column of Fire. It is translated from the English, A Column of Fire. Yes, and it's actually the last book of the trilogy. Um, from yeah. So yeah, and it's a pretty expensive book, but you know what? Never mind. It's you know what, Kristen, if you see the price in this, can you actually see what this is cost? If I say this is krona, can you see it? And people say, why do you go and buy such an expensive book? And I said, you know what, sometimes this is a book that you can read more than once, and that's why a lot of them I sort of, as you see, cover in paper. So I'm taking very good care of my books. I protect them by wrapping them, giving paper wrapping because of sunlight. Yeah, it's exactly, Nana, and the same for you, Kristen. Who cares? I mean, and I don't feel bad about. I got this for me. I really don't. Thank you. Synger du, Chopper? Okay. And that's what I mean, Kristen. Sometimes you shouldn't be, because yeah, I need to figure out what I'm actually doing is that I'm trying to figure out where I sort of stopped. I stopped here. Yeah, I was here. So, du har en lille hyggelunamus derinde måske? Yeah, exactly, Sherry. I had the money for this book, that I have saved money for that book because I knew I wanted to have a book like this, Sherry. So I have saved the money for it. I didn't, just went out and bought it. And if I didn't have all that money, it is 400 Denmark for that book. Okay. Um, and that is a lot of money, but when you have sort of saved on it. Yeah, and I am on the same. Yeah, I work hard for it, and that means I like that author. And because sometimes you need to buy what you it's a good work, I mean, and that means you appreciating it more. You're more happy for it. I mean, you take care of it. It's the things that can last forever, and my son can take over, and it can be read a lot of times. A good books you can easily, I mean, read more than once. So I can't see the problem about it. uh Me, Nana? About Canada. Oh, it is because Nana, we were talking about the shipment. If you have to ship something for Canada, it can take a while because when you ship it off to Canada, um, because I have something for, um, if you ship something from Denmark to Canada, it can take quite a while um, before it sort of reach the destination. Um, so that's why I talked about Canada. No, nope. But the post service says that she has got the package. She'd taken it. It is arrived and she got it, but she keep telling me she hasn't got it, and it's packet number two. I mean, how can two packets disappear? That's what I am wondering about, because when I called the post service and she said, but it has been delivered according to the Canadian post service, she should have it. And that's it. I haven't heard anything from her, and that means I know somebody got it, and I can't do more about it. So yeah. So, and I haven't heard from her since. Um, and I know why, because I mean it is like yeah, it's exactly what we are thinking about, Sherry. It's the shipping that costs a lot of money. The shipping, because that's the problem. Um, but I just found out um it is a little cheaper now for me to ship it off board. And you have to consider where you ship it from. Um, that's for sure. So, and Nana, in a private conversation, we there are some of these ladies out there who really don't. Yeah, I won't talk about it now, but we can talk about it in a private, quiet place. But you know, there are some people who want to decide who you are sort of socialize with and what you are going to make and stuff like that. And that is one of the things about that Canadian packet. There's a lady that, yeah, because, but we can take it in one of yours when I reach one of yours where we chat and talk where I know. So, but that's okay. And that's why, i- i- when I ship something out, it is for happy mails or, you know, to random acts of kindness. I don't sell anything. The only thing I have done is that I have said yes for making some sanitizer napkins for Elizabeth Brewer, and I am going to tell her I don't want the money before I know she has reached it, because I know I can trust her, but there's a lot of people you can't trust. So I don't want to send off a lot of things and people then demand their money back, and you find out they actually have the packet, but they sort of, pretend 10 that didn't get it, and that means they're getting both their items and the money, and I don't like people like that. So I have sort of stopped shipping out like this. Um, so yeah, thank you, Nana. So yeah, I want to show you a little girl here. Here she is. Can you see her? I have a I have a little helper here, and Nana, I can assure you, she loves when I'm in here. I mean, sitting and doing my quilting. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And but it's sad but true. And and there's a lot of ladies out there that um I don't know what you call it, but tell people you should use it like that because then you can and we can sort of um I don't like it. And so yeah, um and it costed me very much. And it's yeah. And the sad part is that people are starting to act like this. Thank you, Kansas. So nope. So it is only for people I trust, and I have good experience with, if I do that. um so but otherwise, no. um yeah, because then they also want me to ship it very, very expensive, Kansas, but they don't want to pay for it. Yeah. The problem is that Marina started to say that you can get PayPal to withdraw your money, because she claimed she hasn't got the package, and then she wanted the money back. But I mean, so that's why it is also dangerous with PayPal, because they can sort of claim that, yeah, I gave you the money, but I never got my packets. Even if, I mean, then I ship one with even more expensive. So she got two packets shipped away. Yeah. And then she started to post in my group that I sort of cheated her, and don't buy anything from me because I'm cheating people. I'm only interested in your money. I don't want to. Yeah. And that's what sort of happened. And yeah, um there is a very poison person out there. So you win, I don't ship anything. So no. And I'm sending return karma, and I really hope. Yeah. So that's what's going on. um and I really don't want that on me. So Nope. And I think we all know who it is. Yeah. So I'm only here. I mean, I'll show you how to make it, and we can talk private. But nope, official. No. Um, I don't think I'm going to do it ever. Um. So yeah, yeah. You and me. I thought about it. We can take So, but you know what? I don't care. There are a lot of people out there who's like that, and they know it. And you know what? I don't care. Um, I'll just say, you have. Yeah, I have Facebook. Yes, yes, I do. Um, I want to say something that you have to remember what you sort of. I will do that, Nana. Yes, I will look you up. Um, you have to consider what you give out. It's more likely to come back to you. So I hope whatever you sow will come back to you. You will harvest exactly what you get out of the seed you have put in the ground. And it is the good and the bad. So if you plant flowers, I hope you'll have the beautiful roses. If you plant poison seeds, I hope that the poison is what you will harvest yourself. And I know it is a little sad, but I don't know whatever to say it, but you have to remember everything come back. And that's why I don't want to do or be like this, because I can't do that. I like to give out love and be good and kind. Yeah, exactly. And that is why I sort of take my crafting like this memory lane quilt, and just sit and say, okay, you know what, sorry for you, you're a sad person. I don't want to sort of lower myself into that. So no, I am not stopping YouTube. I am still going on live streaming and talking with you girls. And yes, of course, Kansas and everyone, if you still want my homemade paper and stuff like that, please send me a message. It's okay, but I have learned how to see the difference. And that's why there are certain people. So of course you can order and you can get it. Uh, but if you are one of these that like to cheat people, yeah, exactly. I mean, this is for friendship, right? We are here to yeah, exactly, Nana. True people will always shine through, and that's how it is, right? Um, so it's the way it is. So, but I hope I can make From now on, it will be if I'm lucky. It depends on. I might be able to sort of Wednesday make a little short live stream at this time, but other ways, Kansas, Sherry, and who do I have? I got Vanessa. Um, Other girls. I'll do that every Monday, same time. Yeah, it's exactly. I mean, of course, it could be very nice, to earn a little bit from what you're doing. But I'm doing this mostly because of the friendship and mostly because I really enjoy talking with you girls and see your craft, and we can discuss, and we can be together. And I mean, hygge, as we see it, right, Kansas, and we do a hygge, having a great time, and show, what are we doing, in crafting. And I really enjoy it, that see and have friends. And yeah, I'll do that. Yes, I'll tell you, Nana. It was very grateful for me to. Hey, let me look at you. Hey, Nana. Hey, girls. Yeah, I will do that. And don't worry. I mean, I'll be all right. I just mention it that we have to take care ourselves, and we have to be aware of out there. There are actually people that, yeah, are sad people, and it's sad but true. Yeah, and Nana, I know you are 7 hours. I'm 7 hours longer than you. So here it is 22:28, and I get you are going to cook some dinner and out shopping. So it's all right. And I hope I was so pleased of you to be here today. Um, as you can see, I got one more done. Yay! Can you see it? You can actually see it on the back here. Um, can you actually see it? Where am I here? The stitching that is done like this. So yes, I got my goal. At least I got one more done today. As I told in the beginning, I have said to myself, I need at least one of these squares quilted one day. You here, Kristen? Yes. And I hope you will be with me. Yes, you too, Nana. Have a great day. Um, we are going to have a great night. Now it is time for me to go and have some reading to do. I am going to do it, Kansas, one day at a time, and it is going to make me happy because it's a happy quilt. And I hope I will see you on Monday again, same time, Kansas. Um, so, yes, bye, Kansas, and bye, everyone. I am going to have some loud out reading for Chopper. Chopper and I are reading a book together. It is Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz, and we couldn't get it on audiobook, so I am out loud reading it for Chopper. So that's what I'm going to do now. and I'll say thank you so much. Yes, thank you to you for your company, and thank you for joining me in my quilting. And of course, I want to share the progress of my memory lane quilt with you girls. So, can you have a great day? I love you, and we are going to put all that over here. So, and clean up. Yes, you are welcome. Thank you to Kathleen, Vanessa, Kansas, and Kristen. Love you girls. And Sherry, hug to you. And I will find a way to ship for you. Sherry, don't worry. Love you girls. Bye for now. You. And sending prayers for all of you. Yes, I just need this to. It seems it doesn't want to shut down here. Let's try again. Okay, it can take a while here. Come on. Love you.